Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I hope all the people are. I hope all the people are listening my voice. The screen and audio both are okay from my side. All the people, can you please respond? The screen and audio both are okay. Yeah. All the people can respond either in the group or in the, maybe you are watching in YouTube, you can place your queries there also. Okay, it is better to have in our Ignite group. All the people, can you please respond? Our time is around reaching 7 p.m. Yeah. So I welcome you all for the session on generative AI and agentic AI. So today I will be starting my session on generative AI with Gemini LLMs. I welcome you all for the AI Ignite 3.0 hackathon. Okay, in the process of hackathon, we will be having two training sessions. One will be today, 1.5 hour session on generative AI with LLMs, with Google LLMs, Gemini LLMs. And tomorrow, we will discuss about real-time applications of RAG with vector databases. This will be tomorrow's session. Okay, and once we completed the two sessions, you people will be joining on Saturday with us from 9 to 5 on live hackathon from 9 to 5, where we are going to give you 50 real-time applications. 50 real-time applications. You can choose any one project. You can choose any one application for your hackathon. Okay, now. Yeah. Now the winners will be having a surprising and very good gifts. So I, Dr. N.L. Ganpat Raju, on behalf of VCube Software Solutions, Hyderabad, and Aitam College of Engineering, Technically, today starting the session. Yeah. So first of all, I will discuss about what is VCube and what are the trainings and placements in the VCube. VCube is a industry focused IT training with real-time projects we will teach, and our course will directly leads to job-oriented curriculum. Okay. Now, whoever teaching the subjects, all these are expert trainers with real-time industry backgrounds. And we will teach each and every subject with hands-on learning, with live projects and practical sessions. And we are dedicated in giving placement support, 100% placement support for all the students. So we will also support in the process of resume building, mock interviews, and job assistants. And VCube supports both online as well as offline training. Okay, we officially located in Kukatpalli, Hyderabad. Okay, now. So I will be discuss about myself, Dr. N.V. Ganpat Raju from VCube Software Solutions. I am teaching artificial intelligence and data science. Along with that, I am also teaching machine learning, deep learning, NLP, then generative AI, and agentic AI frameworks. Agentic AI frameworks. Okay. This entire course I am teaching with a vehicle called as Python. Yeah. Myself completed PhD in CS from JNT Kakinada, MTech Computer Science and Technology from Andhra University. Worked as professor, head of the department in Gokraj Rangaraju College. My total experience is 24 years, 6 months. Resigned last year, May. I certified Dell Academic Associate in Big Data Analytics and Data Science. It is a global certification. Received Project Drone Awardee in AIML from Task, Infosys, and HICR. Also teaching data science and generative AI in JNT Hyderabad, evening 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. Since last 3 years, I have handled 7 batches. Yeah. So I have several US assignments, Qubit USA, Sysgain USA, TSQS, and CSS. These are the US clients. and several state and central government clients, Engineering Staff College of India, Telangana State Police Academy, BHL R&D, and CISF. Apart from them, I'm also teaching in Conjura Online and Blackback Engineers. These are my earlier clients. Okay, now. So I welcome you all for the session on today on generative AI with Google Gemini LLM models. Yeah. So first of all, I will start about what is generative AI. Okay. So generative AI, it is a kind of AI systems which are designed to generate new content. So what kind of content it is? It will be text data or image data, audio data or source code, any kind of data, like how humans are creating the content. Where in order to create these kinds of content, we are going to use few LLMs. They will be trained on large data sets and they will be using patterns that learn during training to create novel outputs. I'll discuss what is this LLM in few minutes. Yeah. Now, the examples of generative AI examples are to generate text data. Regularly, we are using ChatGPT and Llama from Facebook and Claude from Anthropic. For image generation, mostly the people will use DALL-E, Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion. If you want to work with audio, the most important thing is 11 Labs. It is the most useful in real-time applications as well as Music LM. If you want to generate source codes, you may use GitHub, GitHub Copilot, or Code Llama. Okay, now I will discuss about what is LLM. Actually, LLM stands for Large Language Model. Large Language Model. Now, why it is called as Large Language Model? Because the reason is they are trained on large amount of data. I will discuss about this large amount of data. So what kind of data it is? It may be web documents, web internet documents. It may be PDF documents, large number of PDF documents in the form of books. It may be notepad documents and it may be other materials. It will be trained on 1 billion parameters, 3 billion parameters, 7 billion parameters, up to 400 billion parameters, which are models are there. And which also trained on complex neural networks. Complex neural networks. One such kind of complex neural network can be called as a transformers. Okay. మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఏ ఇంటర్వ్యూకి జనరేటివ్ ఏఐ మీద ఏ ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినా సరే వితౌట్ దిస్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్స్ దేర్ విల్ బి నో జనరేటివ్ ఏఐ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. ఓకే, యా, దిస్ LLMs are type of AI systems. They will understand our query or prompt and they generate text, source code, audio, and so on. Yeah. Now, why they are called as large language models? Because they trained on complex neural networks and they trained on large amount of data in the form of books, articles, websites, and other materials. Now, the popular LLMs are GPT from OpenAI. This is paid one. Claude from Anthropic. This is also paid one. Okay, students cannot afford. So I have selected Google Gemini. It is a free LLM. Okay, up to some extent. Okay, this today's topic is I will be discussing generative AI with Google Gemini models. Now, you can also use for hackathon purpose. You can also use Llama or Mistral, Falcon, Gemma, Cohere, DeepSeek, and so on. So if you want to work these models, we need to use Llama software, Llama platform. Okay. Yeah. Now today I will be discussing my concept on generative AI with Gemini models. Now, why Gemini models? Because it is a kind of LLMs developed by Google DeepMind. It is a powerful AI models designed to understand language and generation of human content. Okay, like it may generate images, audio, video also. Okay. Gemini models are more advanced systems trained on massive amounts of data and based on them, they will be used for predicting, understanding the queries and generation of text. And this is called as multi-models. So what is multi-models? Multi-model means all Gemini models mostly they contains multi-modalities because they can process text data, image data, audio data, and so on. Okay, now. So now, if you want to work with any kind of this LLMs, first of all, I will draw a small diagram. This is our local computer. Today, I will be working with some real-time applications slowly. This is our local computer. Local computer. Generally, we'll call them as client. Yeah. Now, actually, LLMs are working with remote machines. Maybe you can take Google Gemini models. Google Gemini models. Yeah. Or Claude from Anthropic. Claude from Anthropic. Then maybe few Grok models. They will work on cloud. And now by using Walama, you can work with Llama, Mistral, Falcon. These models we will download locally and we can work in our command prompt. Yeah. Now Gemini, if you want to work with Gemini models from local machine, first of all, you need to connect this local machine with remote machine with the help of API calls. API stands for Application Program Interface, where a local computer can communicate with remote server. All these remote server. Yeah. So if you want to access them, first of all, we need to create a key. That key is called as API key. This key is required. If you want to communicate from your local computer to your any kind of Gemini models or Claude models or any kind of other models. So you need to create a key, API key. That key is called as API key. Yeah. So now if I want to work with Walama, no API key is required. Yeah. Where some API keys are free, some API keys are free. Some API keys are paid one. Some API keys are paid. Yeah. So Google Gemini will be giving free tokens up to some extent. Then you can take Claude and others, they will be paid. But Llama, Mistral, Falcon, Gemma, all these are free. Okay, now for them, no API key is required. Kadama? So some keys are paid one. Claude is also paid one. And this is unpaid. Yeah. Now, first of all, if you want to communicate from local computer to remote computer, first of all, we should create a API key. So with your permission, I will be discussing how to create API key from Gemini. Okay, now see, API key is a secret identifier that allows our local computer, our local application to communicate securely to the remote server, remote service. Yeah. Now this API works like a password for a software. So if you want to work with any kind of Gemini models, you can communicate with the API key. This will be working as a password or software. So it tells the server, it tells Gemini servers, this request is coming from an authorized person. Okay, now. So if you have API key, then you are authorized. You are authorized to send requests. To LLMs. Yeah. So I hope everyone understood. The API key will be acting as password software, and this will become a authorized query. Now, if you want to work with Gemini models, now I will tell you how to create API key with this link. Okay. First of all, I will tell you the procedure how to do. Yeah. So if you want to work with them, any kind of applications of generative with Google, first of all, you should have a Google account. Once if you have a Google account, now everyone is having Gmail account. No worry about it. every person, he will be having Gmail account nowadays. Second one is you need to create API key. So in order to create API key, we should go to Google AI Studio. I will give you the link. Okay, now. Then we should generate our own API key and we should keep it secure. Okay, we need to keep it secure. Okay, now because it is not a paid one, no issue for us. But if we want to work with OpenAI, which is from ChatGPT, OpenAI from ChatGPT or Claude, because these LLMs are paid one, whatever the keys we are using, you must be secure. Compulsorily, you must secure your keys in the remote location. Okay, you should be, yeah. So whatever keys you are creating with OpenAI or Claude, you must be saved in a secure location. But third one is, yeah, this is second point. Third one is your machine should have above 3.9 up to 3.13. No worry, 3.13. Okay, now then fourth one. Okay, now yeah, in this diagram, our client must be generative AI client. So you must install a software. So install Gemini SDK. So if you want to install Gemini SDK, you must use a software called as pip install Google-generative AI. Okay, now these are the basic requirements to work with programming. I hope all the people are okay, Nama. So first of all, shall I show you how to create API key? Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So I will copy this key. Yeah. And go to Google. Yeah. Can you please look at here, ma? Yeah. So this is the link where you should go, ai.google.dev. ai.google.dev. Gemini API key. So here you people are finding get API key. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Here my API key is already available. If you want to create your own API key, you can create here. Create API key. And you can give your own project. Here you save your own, any project, you can create a new project. Okay. Create a new project and then create API key. Then you will get a key like this. You should save this like this. Here, copy API key and save it in your local file like this. I'll show you. Yeah. So you can save in your local drive like this. I have saved here like Gemini API key, and I'm also having Open API key also. You should safeguard your key in your machine. I hope everyone understood. Can you respond, Amma? Yeah. Now, once you create API key, now we are eligible to work with a program. So first of all, I will discuss about steps and then I will go for case studies. So with your permission, can I go, Ma? Yeah. So the first step is, okay, here we install the software, kadama, pip install Google-generative AI. Once you install the software, then you are eligible to communicate from your local computer to remote Google Gemini models. So if you want to work with Gemini models, you should import the library. What? Import Google.generative AI as Gen AI. Okay, now here this Gen AI will be act as alias name for this. Okay, now clear, ma? This is step number 1. Step 1. Import statements. Now, once you import this library, now you are eligible to, yeah, I think the diagram has been erased. So second one is step 2. So if you want to communicate from your local computer to remote server, first of all, you should configure your local computer with remote server with the API key. So this will be done with the help of this object generative AI.configure. Okay, now this API key is a variable and whatever key you created that you will be giving here. Sometimes if you want to secure, you can create a .env file also that I will discuss tomorrow. .env file that will be discussed tomorrow. So Whatever the key you generated, yeah, you should give this key here. This is step 2. And step 3, in Gemini, there are several models are available. In Gemini, there are several models are available. Now, there are models with flash, models with pro, models with light. Okay, now. So currently, Gemini 2.5, 3.0 models are available for us, for anyone. Okay, now I will be using one such kind of model is called as Gemini 2.5 Flash. Why I'm using Flash, I will be discussing in 2 minutes. Okay, now once you import the software, then once you create, configure the API key, then next one is generative AI object dot. There is a function called as generative model. In this generative model function, you must use this model. Then the model is ready. Yeah. Earlier, with machine learning or deep learning or NLP, as a programmer, we need to create a regression model, classification model, and clustering models. But here, all these models are predefined. Simply use them and for your purpose. Now, once you create an object of the model, then you are going to send a request. How you are going to send a request? This is called as a request. This is called as a request. Now, from your local computer, you are eligible to send request to remote server. How it will be? Model dot. Now, I will be sending a request with the help of a function called as generate content. Okay, now I will be using a function called as generate content. Now I will be asking some small question. Now this model will be generating response. Now the response will be printed with a simple property response.text. Then response will be printed on your local computer. This we should follow for our programming. I hope everyone understood, Amma. So I will wait for any questions. I'm waiting for you. Any questions till now? So if you are okay, I will start examples one by one. This is somewhat theories. So with your permission, can I go, Amma? There will be no theory from here onwards. Yeah. Now I will be working with programming. Let me start. Once again, I'll speak, Amma. Don't worry. So let me start one by one. Then I'll discuss once again, Amma. Don't worry. So today I will be concentrating purely on basics of generative AI, and tomorrow I'll discuss purely on RAG applications. Okay, now. So first of all, I will be discussing how to create a small interaction. Okay, now. Step by step I will go. Don't worry, Amma. See, the font is okay, Amma. Under all the people, please respond, Amma. Yeah. So first of all, what are the steps? Steps to work with Gemini models. Steps to work with Gemini models. With any LLM. Gemini LLMs. Yeah. So let us take, this is my local computer. And all the Gemini models will be on remote server. This is a remote server. So first of all, what I am doing, this Python program must have a software called as, you must install a software called as Google-Generative AI. So first of all, you must install the software. If your client program wants to connect with Gemini models, first of all, you should install a software called as Google-Generative AI. So once you install the software, then you must import it. Okay, now Google.Generative AI, and this Gen AI is nothing but alias name for this. Okay, now this is step 1. So I'm writing a Gemini based client program. Gemini based client program. Okay, now. So now what I am doing, I am configuring my program with this Gemini models with the help of a function called as generative.configure. Okay, now configure is a function where whatever the API key I have, because it is a free API key, I'm openly giving to you open. If it is OpenAI or Claude, I will be storing in .env file. This tomorrow I'll discuss about this .env. Okay, now our local computer has been connected to remote server with this API key. Okay, now I will be first of all run step by step. Yeah, I will be discussing step by step. Import OS and then import the software. Then I am configuring with my own API key. Then, so first of all, I will discuss one function. So we are discussing a function called as a generative model is a function which is used to send a request. Kada. Please, Amma. Yeah. So just give me 1 minute. So once you configure, then what to do? You need to send a request. How you are going to send a request? Your request will be sent with the help of a function called as generative model. Okay, now this one. So generative AI.generative model, it is a class provided by the Google AI SDK, which creates a model object. Using them, we can send a prompt. Okay, now using them, we can send a prompt to Gen AI. Look at here, this here I'm using. Gen AI generative model. Now, I have several kinds of LLMs in Gemini. I'll show you in a few minutes. Here I'll show you all the models which are supported. See here. I'm calling a function called as generative AI.list underscore models. These are the models which are supported by Gemini right now. Gemini 2.5 Flash, 2.0, 3 and so on. Okay, now earlier we have in 1.0 we have just 3 or 4 models, but now in 3 we have several models are available. Out of them I will be using this model for today's and tomorrow's exercises. So how can I access this model? This model can be accessed by using the function called as, see here, this model can be used by a function called as generative AI.generative model. Okay, now then my model is ready. Once my model is ready, then I can send a prompt. How to send a prompt? Model dot, there is a function called as generate content. Okay, now using this generate content, I can send a request to my LLM. Now, while sending request, that is called as prompt. What question I asked here? What is AI? Defined in simple words. Okay, now so let me run. Yeah. Now I will be calling what kind of response it is. See, type of response. Then I'm printing response.text. See, it is generating. See, so my question is, what is AI simple defined? So see here, it has given a simple answer. AI, when computers are machines designed to think, learn and solve problems like human intelligence. It is about making machines smart and perform tasks, okay, like human brain. I hope everyone is okay, Nama? All the people, can you respond? This is the first example. That's what I discussed in PPT. Okay, Nama? Now, some people are asking why I'm using Gemini 2.5 Flash. It is a part of Google DeepMind set, and it is a flash variant designed for fast responses, efficient inference mechanism, and optimized for high throughput and low latency. It can be used for today's and tomorrow's applications for creating chatbots and voice assistants, real-time question answer systems, creating RAG-based applications, and lightweight reasoning tasks. And you can write applications where latency matters. Latency means the answers will come within seconds. Okay, now can you respond? That is the reason why I selected Gemini 2.5 models. Can you respond? Yeah. So in real-time applications, we cannot write the logic step by step. Actually, for that, we'll write a function. See, so I have written my own function, Gemini response. Now, whenever I send a prompt, So what question I am asking? What is the job roles of generative AI? So this prompt is a variable that will be getting this prompt. Now what I'm asking, model not generate content of this prompt, and the response will be stored here and will be printed. Now whenever I call this function, let me run this function and call. And this is the way how we should write a logic in the next tomorrow hackathons. So individual jobs don't write like this. This is just for your understanding purpose. Yeah. See, Emma, what are the job roles for generative LLMs? So these are the job roles: content creators, information extractor, summarization, conversational agents, chatbots, okay, language translators, and so on. Clear, Kadama? I hope everyone understood. Then, now while getting response, yeah, always you must be careful that there is a parameter called a stream. Yeah. So now just let me draw a small diagram. This is local computer and it is a remote server. So whatever the data which is coming from server to the client, this is called as a response. Whatever the data which is coming from remote server to the client is called as a response. So where you should have a parameter called a stream. It is a Boolean parameter. If stream equal to false, complete model response will come. Total, whatever the question I asked, total response will come. If you are giving stream equal to true, it will give the answer in the form of chunks. Chunk by chunk, you will get the answer. Partial responses you are going to get. Mostly in real-time applications, we will use stream equal to true. So what is the difference between stream equal to true and false? True means the answers which is generated, answers generated by LLM, which is always partial responses, small answers. So if you give stream equal to false, means total response will come at once. Okay, now I hope everyone understood the difference between stream equal to true and stream equal to false. Amma? I'm waiting for you. Yeah. So here what I'm asking, Chundama, I will be calling a function stream underscore Gemini underscore response. Okay, now this is our own function. I'm asking a question, explain large language models in simple text. Then we are calling prompt as well as stream equal to true. So what is the meaning of stream equal to true? We will be getting partial responses. So partial responses are called as chunks, small chunks. Okay, now. So getting the full response is different. Getting partial response is different. Whenever it is taking partial responses, you should use for loop. So let us discuss about this partial responses. See, Emma? So here. So whatever the responses which is getting, we are taking chunk by chunk and we are printing it. Now, is it okay, Emma? Yes. Now, why flush equal to true? The earlier response will get erased and current response will be placed. Okay, now let us run. See, Emma, the answers will come chunk by chunk. Yeah. So the answers are coming chunk by chunk. Chundama, are you finding? You are not getting straightforward answer. You got the answers as chunk by chunk. That is the beauty of in real-time applications, we'll use this version only. Okay, Nama. I hope, can I continue, Ma? Yeah. Now, if you want to know how many models that is supported by Gemini, there is a function called as list underscore models. So these are the models which are supported by Gemini. This is about introduction part. Now, if you want to know what the Gemini 2.5 Flash will do, see here, ma, Gemini 2.5 Flash is a stable version. It is used for mid-size multi-model and so which is released June 2025. So the input token size is this one and output token size this one. I'll discuss more about this in a few minutes. Okay, now. So these parameters I will discuss in a few minutes. Okay, now. All the people, can you please respond, Amma? Now we should discuss about another very, very important thing, Amma. Yeah. Everyone, can you respond, Amma? So this is our Gemini models, kada? Gemini models. Gemini hyphen 2.5 hyphen Flash. Yeah. And this is our client program. Yeah. Now, I will discuss about what is a prompt in few minutes. Whatever the queries we are asking, queries. These queries are called as prompts. I'll discuss about what is a prompt and what kind of prompts we should do in Hackathon. Then you will be getting responses, kada, responses. Yeah. So in order to get these responses, you should control this LLM. So this is called as a configuration parameters. You need to configure the responses. Okay. If you don't configure the responses, what the Gemini will do every day, he will give some tokens. All Gemini models are not free, not fully free. They are only certain prompts, certain tokens. Yeah. Token means I'll discuss in few minutes. Okay. So whenever you are giving, till now you're getting long responses. You need to control them. All these responses will be controlled with the configuration parameters. If you control the configuration parameters, then your tokens will be with less tokens, you can answer your questions. In most of the hackathons, people are saying that, sir, our Gemini tokens are completed. How to do? Okay. So I will be discussing a concept called as configuration parameters. Can you please look at here, ma? My second topic, I will be going for configuration parameters. Yeah. So what are the various kinds of configuration parameters are there? The first configuration parameter is called as output length. How much response we want? How much response we want? This can be controlled by using a parameter called as maximum underscore output underscore tokens. Kadama? So output length affects cost and performance. The output of the response will be cost and response. Performance. Now, more tokens means more computation and it leads to more cost. Then higher latency and more energy usage. So you need to control them. How can we control responses? By using the first parameter is called as maximum underscore output underscore tokens. Now, I asked one question. Explain AI as a question. But LLM will give 100-page answer also. But I can control it. Give me only 100 sentences. Give me 50 words. Like this, I can control the maximum number of tokens. This can be given in terms of the prompt. I'll tell you how to give this prompt. Second one is temperature. Most important parameter is called as temperature. So temperature is the most important. Yeah. Now, what is temperature? Temperature controls the creativeness of the outcome. There are two temperatures, high temperature and low temperature. High temperature always creates diversity responses. Here it will create more creative responses you are going to get. Always high temperature and low temperature. High temperature, mostly the temperature will be between 1.0 to low temperature will be 1.0. 0.0. Okay, now. So low temperature means always more focused output and ప్రతిసారి తెలుసున్న output వస్తుందన్నమాట, deterministic output. But if I give temperature 1.0, you will be getting creative output for your questions. Okay, now. Clear, ma? Then. So first parameter is maximum underscore tokens underscore output. Maximum underscore outputs underscore token. Second parameter is called as temperature. And third and fourth parameters are top K and top P. So what is top K? Top K means number of most probable tokens we are choosing. Okay, now. Whereas top P means cumulative probabilities we want. Okay, now. Can you respond, Amma? Yeah. Now, I will go back and showcase my previous example where Gemini 2.5 flash. See how many number of tokens? So here temperature 1.0. Here Gemini also supports maximum temperature 2.0. Okay, now. And top P probability and top K. K stands for number. Okay, now. We can control them. Okay, now. Now, shall we write a small program, Amma? Everyone look at carefully. Yeah. Here what we are doing, my temperature I have given 0.7 C. So if you want to give any kind of configuration parameters, you should write a function called as SIMA generative AI dot types dot generation config. So you must configure before that temperature 0.7, top is 90% and top K is 40. Okay, now then this configuration parameter you should give while you calling generative model. Here my model name is Gemini 2.5 Flash. Then you should give your configuration. So if you configure these parameters, whatever the responses which are coming from LLM, so these are called as configuration parameters. Configuration parameters. What they will do? Configuration params. These configuration parameters, what they will do is they controls the response. Controls the response from LLM. Response from LLM. Yeah. Tomorrow in the hackathon, we will be giving 50 real-time projects. Kada. Real-time projects. Every project will be different domain. So you need to write a prompts in such a way that you should get only relevant answer from the LLM. Okay, na? Okay, nama? Then. Here I asked one question. Explain Gemini models in simple terms for beginners. Okay, na? So it is the answer. Okay, kadama? Anyway, still we can control it by the prompt. All the people okay, nama? So till now we discussed about responses. How to control the responses. This you must use in hackathon. They have some marks. Okay, now. Then next my concept will be prompt. What is prompt and what kind of prompt we can send? These are the two very, very important. Okay, now. Okay. First of all, I discussed it till now. What is the response? Now I will be discussing what is the prompt in a few minutes. Can I continue, ma? Now, any questions if you have? I will be happy to respond, ma. Any questions if you have? Before that, I want to discuss one more important point is called as chart history. Yeah, what is the meaning of chart history? Look at here, Emma. Actually, yeah, I will be sending. See, Emma, this is our client. This is our Gemini server. I'm sending query 1. I'm sending query 2 to this LLM. Now, whenever I want to send query 3, query 1 and query 2 will become context. This is the most important for LLMs. What is the meaning of context? The context tells what kind of communication happening between client machine to server machine. Okay, now my previous queries will become context for my third query. Okay, now for that, Gemini supports a function called as start underscore chart. Whatever the queries we are sending, they will be stored in a variable called as list object history. Okay, now I am sending my first question. Can you please look at here, ma? This is my first question. What I said, my name is Dr. Ganpat Raju. Okay, now see, ma? Before that, I created my model name. Here, my model name I have taken it as Flash. My model name I have taken it as Flash. Now, Flash dot. Please, ma? Flash dot start underscore chart. Whatever the messages we are sending, whatever the queries we are sending from local machine to remote machine, okay, nama? Object dot send message. First message I'm sending that will be stored here. Second message I'm sending. Can you tell me something about generative AI? Okay, now see, Emma, it is giving some information. Then I'm asking third question. See, Emma, third question I'm asking, do you remember who am I? Okay, what is my name? See, it has remembered my task. This is called as memory. Okay, now. So whatever the previous questions I'm sending, these previous questions will become context for our discussion. Okay, now this is the most important for LLM. Emma. Can you respond, Emma? Any questions, Emma? This is called as chart history. Then now let me discuss most important for any project is yeah. So that will be discussed tomorrow, Nama. One student asked us that what kind of projects we have to develop. That will be discussed tomorrow, Nama. Okay. Tomorrow before leaving the session, I will discuss it, Nama. Yeah. Okay, Nama. Yeah. So everyone, first of all, listen for 10 minutes, Nama. So tomorrow you are going to generate. Please, Amma, just listen carefully, everyone. Everyone, Amma. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So first of all, let me discuss about what is a prompt. So what is a prompt? See, ma, tomorrow you people are going to write generative AI projects kadama with various domains like banking, insurance, healthcare, and others. So we will be giving 50 real-time projects. So always you should send a real-time prompt to the LLM. So now I'm discussing what is a prompt. Okay, now. So a prompt is an instruction. A prompt is an instruction or input which you are giving to AI model. So the client is sending questions kadama. This is query to server LLM. So whatever the questions we are sending to LLM, they are called as prompts. It is an instruction. Okay, now. This instruction has to say what you want from LLM. Okay, now. Basically, these instructions will be two types. The instruction must be clearly, whatever the instruction you are given to LLM, it must be clear. You should use simple English language and specifically, then you should provide context. You should also provide some conditions. Okay, now. A prompt must contain clear in English. It should be clear, simple English, clear and simple English. Simple English. Yeah. In future, there may be no programmers are required, but they need English speaking people because for giving prompts must be clear and simple. Then, and it must be specific. Your prompt must be specific. Okay, now. Maybe all hackathons we are giving domain specific projects kada. So your prompt must be domain specific and you should give a context. You must provide context. Okay, now. Okay, now. Then you should provide some constraints also. Constraints are nothing but rules in the prompts. Okay, now. Yeah. Then now let me discuss about two different kinds of prompts. One is a user prompt. Now I will draw a small diagram, mama. Yeah. So this is your client kadama and this is your Gemini LLM. Yeah. So I will be sending a prompt, prompt. So whatever prompt I am sending is called as user prompt. Okay, now whatever prompt I'm sending from local client machine to LLM, this is called as user prompt. Okay, kadama? A user prompt is a direct instruction. So whatever I'm asking to the LLM, it must be direct instruction or a question you send with AI model. So this LLM is called as AI model, kadama? AI model. Yeah. Now it is what the end user asks. Whatever the things I want, I will be sending. This prompt is called as user prompt. Okay, Nama? Yeah. Then, now, what are the rules for user prompt? Second one is, yeah. So, the next one is system prompt. So, please remember, this is very, very important job, Mama. Yeah. In system prompt, yeah. Let me take 1 minute, Mama. Yeah. So, in the prompt, this is my user prompt and I should also send system instruction to the system LLM, system prompt. What is the meaning of system prompt? System prompt will tell what kind of context the LLM has to answer. See, system prompt is an instruction which is a hidden instruction we are sending to LLM. Okay, now. So what is the meaning of system prompt? Here I'm saying that you are a doctor. Okay, now. You are a doctor or you are a scientist. You are an analyst. Okay, now. So here we are instructing to LLM that means I'm saying context. Context will be given as system prompt. Okay, now. This is a hidden instruction which sets behavior for the AI. Okay, now. What kind of role it should perform. So it shapes response. Okay, now. I hope everyone understood the difference between user prompt and system prompt. User prompt, which we are giving an instruction, which we are giving a question to the LLM, and system prompts tell what kind of behavior the agent should tell. Okay, Kadama? Can you respond, Ma? Yeah. Now, I will be writing a small, user instruction must contain actual query and it controls what kind of response we want. Then, what is the system response? Please listen carefully, Ma. System response must be, you can instruct to the LLM, the behavior, the role, and what kind of rules and what kind of limitations the agent must possess while answering the response. Once again repeating, the system instruction must contain the role and the rules and the limitations. It is set by the developer. Okay, now it is not visible to the end user. So it controls the LLM behavior. Okay, now this is, you must be careful in hackathon. Okay, now so with your permission, yes, I used a small system instruction of A1 explain AI. It is called as simple my user prompt. See, it has given so large answer. It has given large answer to me. Okay, now actually this much answer I can't expect from LLM because all my tokens are utilized. Okay, now so what is a token? So actually in Gemini 2.5 words will be considered as one token. In Gemini models will consider as text. Every 2.5 words will be called as one token. Okay, na ఈ టోకెన్స్ మీరు చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా వాడుకోవాలమ్మా, లేకపోతే హ్యాకథాన్ లో ఖర్చు అయిపోతే మీకు ఆన్సర్ రాదనమాట. సో యూ నాట్ కంట్రోల్ దిస్ టోకెన్స్. నౌ యూ షుడ్ గివ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్. హౌ టు గివ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ అమ్మా? See amma, this is the instruction amma. System instruction equal to, I said that you are a friendly AI teacher. I'm asking my LLM, explain the concept in a simple language, use short sentences, give me real-time example, and give me answer 120 words only. This is called as system instruction. Okay na cheppandi amma. So in the hackathon, how we can judge your how as a judge, myself or other industry people, how can we judge whether your project is correct or not? It is purely based on system instructions. Okay na, you must be careful amma. Kindly respond amma, all the people. Now once if I give my system instruction, see what the response, whatever the response amma, it has given just 120 words. Okay na, so all my tokens are safe. Okay na, earlier if I use my user instruction, this is the answer. Same question, this is the answer. But if I control my response by using system instruction, I got just 120 words. Okay, now cheppandama. Now in next few minutes I will discuss various kinds of prompt. First one is instructional prompt. Same telling the model to do something clearly. I'm saying that instructional prompt will tell what kind of answer we are expecting. Okay, now here we are not providing any example, simply we are giving clear instructions. I'm giving a small example. I have taken one simple document from internet, Madhya Pradesh Pollution Control Board, a large sentence I have taken. Now see what is my instruction. Summarize the following paragraph. Say what I asked my question. I am asking my LLM that I have taken large paragraph. I'm asking to my machine to simply summarize. Okay kadama, summarization is nothing but a simple instruction. Okay kadama, cheppandama, summarization. Now see the answer amma. This is a simple instructional prompt. See amma, a small message amma, this is the answer there. Now most important point is you should know these three things amma. Every student must know these three things amma. There are three different kinds of prompts amma. Zero shot prompt and one shot prompt and a few short prompt. Everyone should know this amma. In zero shot prompt, I am not giving any examples to LLM. Okay, now simply when a model is strong, simply giving a task, your job will be done. Sometimes in one shot prompt means sometimes you are giving some examples to LLM. Okay, now so here few short prompt means we are giving 2 to 10 examples to LLM. So I will discuss with small real-time examples. See, I will discuss zero shot, one shot, and few shot. See, look at here. So what is the meaning of zero shot prompt? Just directly asking without examples. Okay, now see, translate how are you in Hindi ananama. I'm not giving any instruction and simply asking translate how are you in Hindi. See, it has given kaise hai, how are you, aap kaise hai. Okay na, simple instruction. I did not give any examples, but go for few shot few shot and one shot? Yes. Here, yeah, in few shot and one shot, I'm giving some examples. Shema, convert the sentence into past tense. Here I'm giving an example. Yes. If I give one example, that kind of example is called as a one shot prompt. If I give 2 to 10 examples, it is called as few shot prompt. If I give no examples, this is called as zero shot prompt. Okay, Nama? See, here I have given some example. Yeah, please listen, Nama. Please listen. She goes to school. This is an example. Past tense enta, she went to school. I have given one example. Okay. Then I have given one question. He ate an apple. This is my question. Kadama. See, ma? The past tense is he ate an apple. This is the answer. Can you respond, ma? So, like that, while doing hackathons, you may use zero shot prompts, one shot prompts, and few shot prompts. So, most important prompts in the computer industry is called as COT, also called as chain of thought. It can be used in live hackathons. So, what is COT? Stands for chain of thought. Means prompting the model to reason step by step before giving the answer. This is the thing which is needed by the hackathons or real-time industry. Here, look at here, ma. I'm asking one question. Please, ma. See, this is my question. A laptop cost is 50,000 and discount is 10%, 18% GST. Now, I ask you one question. Give me step-by-step reasoning and give me the final price. So, what question I ask, ma? You are a careful reasoning assistant. So, we are instructing the prompt. Think thoroughly and give me the answer step by step in short explanation with three lines and give me the final answer. See, Emma? See, chain of thought and enti, it is giving step by step answer, Emma. See, one thing, step by step answer and final answer. You got it, Emma? In real-time applications, always you should give chain of thought prompts. Okay, now. Clear, Emma? You must tell to the LLM that short explanation, give me 3 lines, maximum 3 lines. See, 3 lines. Or at the line, 4 lines. Then finally, you should give price also. See, Emma? It is given final price also. This is called as a chain of thought prompt. Okay, now. Please respond, Emma. Yeah. Now, you can also call a LLM that, please look at here, Amma. See, ask the model to analyze the interpret. Now, you should give a question like this, Amma. Analyze the following data with the 3 insights. I have given a small LLM. Okay, now. If you write, it will give answer also, Amma. Then, now, code generation prompt. Your LLM will also write any language, Amma. C, C++, Java. Okay, now. It will write a source code for you. Because I'm using my tokens for applications, I'm not running. So creative writing prompt means you can write your poem, you can write a paragraph, you can write a letter to anyone. Okay, now this is called as creative writing prompt. Okay, now and most important point is role play prompt. Okay, now here I'm saying that you are a doctor. Okay, now then I'm asking question: a patient sore throat fever, what is the advice? It will give answer, because I'm instructing my LLM that you are a doctor, then LLM will become a doctor. Okay, Kadama? Can you respond, Amma? Like this, you should give prompts, Amma, in the hackathons. Then, can you please look at here, Amma? Yeah, I will be taking a data frame. Then I will be taking a data frame. The data frame will be saved in a file. Then, yeah, I'm asking some question, Amma. Emananu chodana, yeah. This I will run. I'll show you now, please, for 2 minutes. So let me run this. Yeah. Yeah. If tokens are available, I will run that also and I'll show you. Okay, now. I'm waiting. If it clear, I will run the data science, data analyst job. But Gemini, every day they will give some tokens. Yes, now I am eligible. See, I will use that. Yeah. Everyone, please listen. I am asking, kindly analyze this data. See, yeah. So this is my data frame. Let us look. This is my data frame. So I will be storing the data and I'm asking a question. Tomorrow in the hackathon, you must give like this. Tomorrow in the hackathon, you must give like this. Okay, Nama? You are a helpful data analyst. It is a role play. And what question I am asking? Analyze the following sales data and give me insights. So this is called as context, Nama. This is called as context. Context. And what kind of questions I am asking? Give me top product and region. And any patterns or trends suggest improvements of sales. Okay, now see how the LLM will analyze your data. Yeah, this you will do in the tomorrow's hackathon summer. See, it will give 3 answers. It will give top product and region and any suggestions and trends and suggestions and improvements. See, yeah. See, top product and region. Top product is B. Okay, chudama top product entama B. Enta 2300 sales kadama. And top patterns and trends. And finally, it has given some suggestions and improvements. Okay, nama. This is called as prompts. Okay, na? Now I will wait for 2 minutes. Till now, what we discussed, how to create a Gemini client. Gemini client. Then how to communicate with a model, Gemini 2.5 Flash LLM. Then I'm discussing how to send a prompt. This is called as prompt. Prompt. Then also discuss about responses, how to get responses and how to configure the responses by using configuration parameters. Configuration parameters. Kadama, I have discussed about various types of prompts also. Various types of prompts. Can you respond, Amma? Everyone is okay with the kinds of prompts and responses? Then next few minutes, I will discuss about tokens in a few minutes. Every student should know about tokens as well as context width. This is very, very important. Context width. Yeah. Now, why this tokens is required? Why this context is required? So when the context width is high, you are going to get good responses. Now I will show you what will be the number of tokens and what will be the context width of Gemini. Okay, now I'll go to first problem, Amma. See, first problem. Here I have shown about LLM. See, Amma? Then I'll go in detail about tokens. So, Amma, this is input token limit. Okay, now. Input token limit, and I'll discuss about context width in few minutes. Okay, yeah. So I have discussed a beautiful case study, context. Yeah. So what is a token? A token is a small text which is coming from LLM to us. So token is a small unit of text. Okay, now it may be the word or combination of the words. Every prompt and response uses tokens. Okay, now. So the tokens will become cost. If you are using OpenAI or Claude, every response which is coming from LLM will become cost. So you must pay the money. Okay, now you must pay the money per token wise. Okay, now and speed, few tokens, faster response. Okay, now then quality, sometimes shorter responses are better. Okay, now can you respond, Amma? So I will discuss more about tokens, Amma. Why tokens are matter? Why tokens are matter in generative AI? Okay, now. So tokens are called as currency for AI. Tokens ni currency antam ikkada. Okay, now. Can you respond, Amma? So we pay to OpenAI Claude based on the tokens. Each word can be one token. Every word AI generates will cost money. You must be careful, Amma. Different models will have different prices. Now I'm using Gemini 2.5 Flash. It will be having different price. Pro and Lite, they will be having different prices. So one word is not one token, Amma. Okay, na? Okay, Nama? Then you must know about context width. Every LLM has its own context width. So, Nama, every prompt you send, will be memory. So long prompts, less space. Okay, less space, worst context. Okay, now I'll discuss more about them. To discuss about this context, I will be using a library called as TI token. So, Chunama, I'm using a pre-trained model called as 200k underscore base. It is a tokenizer I'm using to showcase to you. Chudama, I will showcase it. Import the TI token and get encoding. Now I'm giving, my name is Ganapath Raju. I love to teach. Okay, now my word will be converted into numbers. This is useful for tomorrow, nama. Okay, na. Chunama, every word will be one token, nama. Okay, na. And this is encoding I have done. Here I'm doing decoding. Now I'll discuss sama. Chunama, I will please everyone kindly spend 2 minutes, sama. I ask you one question. Explain AI. Okay, na. See, I'm not using controlling the LLM. What is my token cost? See, ma, so much information I generated, ma. See, so much content the LLM has generated. So much tokens has been utilized. See, ma, I'm asking one question. Even again, response dot usage underscore metadata dot total underscore token underscore count. Ante, ee total response lo total count is 2534. Mana counts mottam waste అయిపోయినాయమ్మా. ఓకేనా? Then how many number of input token prompt lo inputs ఏమని అడిగాను? Explain AI కదమ్మా. See, explain AI. 3 tokens అమ్మా ఖర్చు అయింది దీనికి. ఓకేనా? Input token cost is 3. See అమ్మా, input token cost is 3, but total token count is 2534 and output token response is 1362. So for everything you have attributes. Response dot usage underscore metadata dot candidate underscore tokens. So ఈ టోకెన్స్ తగ్గించాలంటే మనం ఏం చేయాలి? యూ నీడ్ టు గివ్ సిస్టమ్ ప్రాంప్ట్. ఓకేనా? చూడండి, యూ మస్ట్ కంట్రోల్ ద LLM. ఏమంటున్నాను? యు ఆర్ ఎ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ అసిస్టెంట్. మీరు కూడా రేపు హ్యాకథాన్ లో యూ నీడ్ టు కంట్రోల్ ద LLM. ఓకేనా? దెన్ ఓన్లీ విల్ గెట్ గుడ్ రెస్పాన్స్. సో మీకు మేము ఇఫ్ యువర్ Gemini projects are good or bad, how we can decide based on your the prompt, ఏ ప్రాంప్ట్ మీరు ఇచ్చారో దాని మీద డిసైడ్ అవుతుందమ్మా. సో యూఆర్ ఎ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ అసిస్టెంట్ and your job is to explain technical concepts in simple language. Use simple examples necessary. Avoid jargons. Be friendly, encouraging. Keep responses short. Okay. Now I ask you a question. Chunama, explain AI. Okay, na. Chunama, my question answering I am asking, give me in 5 sentences. Now see, yeah, see ma, you will get an answer to 5 sentences only. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now see ma, now my total input tokens are 81, output tokens are 10. So total number of output tokens control అయిందా లేదమ్మా? ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్ అమ్మా. ప్లీజ్ కండి రెస్పాండ్. ఇది తీసేస్తే మనకి చాలా కౌంట్ తగ్గిపోతుందమ్మా. ఓకేనా? కెన్ ఐ రన్ దిస్ అమ్మా? ఎస్, లెట్ మీ షో, లెట్ మీ రన్ దిస్ అమ్మా. యా, సో లెట్ us run this Gemini. Yeah, ఇది మనకి టోకెన్స్ ఉంటే I will show you అమ్మా. If tokens are not available, I cannot. Okay కదమ్మా? I will wait for 1 minute అమ్మా. See, let us wait for 1 minute. Yeah, so you got good response amma. See how many number of tokens you utilized? Yes, 1332. Then I'm controlling my token amma. See, now what will be the output tokens? This is most important for, yeah, see amma, only 1 level amma. Ante రేపు మేము హ్యాకథాన్ లో while assessing your projects we will see this amma. Okay na, you must control the hacker. Chundama, 1000 earlier without controlling the prompt, the output tokens are 1362. Now after controlling my prompt, same question, but my answer is only I utilized only 111 tokens. Okay na, can you respond amma? This is what we will assess the students amma. So every student must know about another very important information is called as context window. Sir, what is context window? See amma? Yeah, every LLM has its own, every LLM has its own context window, ఇది ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ కు చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అమ్మా, కాంటెక్స్ట్ విండో. Yeah, so what is context window? Means the maximum amount of text that a LLM can read. Okay na, so what is the meaning of context window? Chundama, the maximum amount of text the language model can read and remember at a time. This is the most important, Amma. Okay, now. Clear, Amma? For hackathon, we will do this. We will assess this context window. Okay, now. See? Now, context window includes system prompt, user prompt, and chart history, and retrieve documents, and model response. ఈ combination కలిపి context window అంటారమ్మా. See? All this together will be called as context window. See? Now I'll go back. Yeah. See, Amma? Just give me 1 minute, Amma. 1 minute. Yeah. See? So Gemini 2.5 input length entama 1,48,576 tokens, and output tokens context window enta 65,536 tokens it will respond. But if you go for free LLMs like Llama, only 8,000 tokens. Llama 70B 8,000 tokens, Mistral 8,000 tokens, GPT 128,000 tokens, Claude 200,000 tokens. Okay, now so compare all these things. Gemini is very high. Okay, now Chepandama. So for your projects, it is better to use Gemini models. So with your permission, can I continue? Yeah. So whatever the things which are necessary for implementing the introduction I have given, Amma. I have discussed about what is a prompt and kinds of prompts. Then discussed about response and how to control responses. How to control responses. Yeah. Then what are tokens? And what is a context window? What is a context window? Once if you know all these things, now we are eligible to start applications. Kadama? So if you want to go for applications tomorrow, RAG, first of all, you should work with the knowledge base. So everyone should know about what is knowledge base. Knowledge base. So what is knowledge base? Kadama. So knowledge base is nothing but a collection of documents. Collection of documents which you use for hackathon. Collection of documents. Yeah. So these documents may be internet web documents. You can take in tomorrow's hackathons, you can take internet web documents or notepad documents and PDF documents, or you can also take databases, SQL databases or JSON databases. Now you should know how to work with notepad data, how to work with PDF data, how to work with SQL data, and so on from LLMs. Once if you know how to work with them directly, I can teach RAG in the tomorrow's class. So with your permission, can I start working with notepad documents, Amma? Can you respond to me? The LLM basics are completed, then every student must know how to work with knowledge base. Okay, now because tomorrow I may give an example with a banking application, banking project. So you should create n number of PDF documents or n number of notepad documents. That is called as knowledge base for your projects. Okay, now in hackathon. Can I continue, ma'am? So respond, ma'am. Yeah. So once tokens are completed, introduction is completed, yeah, then I will start working with SIMA, one program with how to work with PDF, one program how to work with SQL, one program how to work with Notepad. Then we are eligible to work with RAG. Okay, now can you respond, ma'am? First of all, I will work with how to work with PDF data. Everyone, can you respond, ma'am? How to work with PDF data. So if you want to work with PDF data, please listen, Amma. If you want to work with PDF data, in Python, there is no library. Okay, there is no library in Python. No library. So you must install. No library in Python. Now we need to install a software called as PyPDF. Okay, now if you want to work with PDF data, you must install a software called as PyPDF. Okay, now. Okay, now, ma'am. So import the okay, once if you install the software, then we are eligible to work with any kind of PDF documents. See, Emma, how to work with PDF documents? So if you want to read the data from PDF documents, there is a class called PDF reader. If you want to write, there is a class called PDF writer. Like in Java, reader classes and writer classes kadama. Yes, like that. See, from PyPDF, import PDF reader. Okay, kadama. Can you respond, Amma? Yes. Then import the generative model and configure the LLM with API key and generate the model. Then, yeah. Now I will be taking a, yeah. Now for this, I will be taking a PDF documents. Can you please look at here, Amma? Everyone. Yeah. I will be sharing these documents to you, Amma, after the class, day 1. I will be taking this lifecycle.pdf. See, Amma? Lifecycle.pdf. Now I will be taking 8 life cycle steps. In VCube, while teaching ML applications, I will teach all 8 life cycle steps. Okay, now can you respond? Is it okay? I have taken 8 life cycle steps and 8 domains in a PDF document. Okay, Kadama? This is my PDF document. Now, how to extract the data from this PDF document? So I need to provide the document, Kadama. Then, see, Emma, I will be calling a function. I will go one by one, Amma. Please look at here. Extract underscore text underscore PDF. Ante ee PDF loంచి మనం data extract చేయాలి కదమ్మా. Then I'm calling a function called as extract underscore text underscore PDF. Okay, now, yeah, listen carefully, Amma. So if you want to read the data, please, if you want to read data from PDF, you need a reader object, PDF reader object. Okay, now. Then you must create an object of PDF reader. Okay, now. Then it has an attribute called as pages. Now, in my PDF documents, how many number of pages are there? Chundama, how many number of pages are there in my document? See, totally 4 pages are there. Now, so my reader.pages will give 4 number of pages. So I will take one page at a time. I will take first page, and there is a function called as extract text. Okay, now extract text, and whatever the data we are extracting, we are storing in a variable called as page text. So if the page contains text, I will give \n. So whatever the data I am extracting, I will be storing in a local variable called as string called text. Here you can use 2 things, Amma. Either you can store the extracted data, yeah, in Hackathon you do extracted data, you can store it in a string, or you can store it in list also. Both are possible. Okay, Kadama? Okay, now. Then, now whenever we call the function, this function has been extracted the data and kept in a variable called as PDF text. Okay, now. Then I'm asking one function, summarize the text. Okay, now. So I'm asking a summarizer. ఏమన్నా prompt లో చూడమ్మా, ఇదే ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీరు రేపు వాడుకోవాలమ్మా. చూడండి, you are a helpful assistant. Please summarize the following report. Okay, now don't take all the data. Please take up to 2500 characters. This is the context I have given. The మొత్తం prompt అంటారమ్మా. Okay, then this prompt I'm giving for LLM. So I will be getting response. So this response will be stored in the summary. Is it okay, Amma? See, you got the summary of this 8 lines, Amma? Tell me, Amma. Everyone, I will wait for a few minutes. Kindly respond, Amma. Hello. So first of all, I have given a function called as extract text. Then I have given one more function called as summarize. So I got the summary. Okay, kadama. Then inka control చేయొచ్చు మీరు. Okay na. Prompt లో రాయాలి, control రాయాలి. నేను రాయలేదన్న ఇక్కడ. Okay na. Then next, I will work with I will show you how to work with notepad documents. Yeah. So I will be showcasing how to work with notepad documents, Amma. Yes. I have one more file called lifecycle.text file. This is notepad document. Okay, now same data I have taken in a .text file. Okay, now. But so instead of working notepad documents, now I will be working with text. Can you please look at here, Amma? Now I will be take the API key తీసుకొనివ్వండి. Let me run. Yeah, and listen carefully, Amma. So let me clear the screen. If tokens are okay, I will run. I'll show you, Amma. See, first of all, what function I'm calling? Read text from notepad document. It's simplify like with open file name and read the data and keep it in a variable. Okay, Nama. This is called as reading the data. Now, look at here, Nama. Yeah. So I'm calling reading the data from text file. Then all the text will be stored in a file name called a variable name called text file. Okay, now is it okay, Nama? Then once if I get the text, I'm calling a function called as summarize the text. Okay, now so Nama, I called a function called read underscore text underscore file. Okay, now after reading the data, whatever the data I extracted or stored in a variable called as text. Okay, now then I will be calling summarize text function. I'm calling function called as summarize text. In this summarize text, I'm calling one more job called chunk underscore text function. This is called as chunking. It is chala important. Chunking. Tomorrow I'll discuss chunking. So what is chunking? Chunking. The purpose of chunking is, so we are extracting text kadama, knowledge base, extract text. Always they will be large documents. But AI systems or LLMs does not take large amount of data. So you need to divide large text into small documents. Into small documents. Chinna documents. Yeah. So LLMs can access this small text very easily. So what I have done, let me look at the logic. So if I consider I have 5,000 characters, I will discuss chunks. This is a chunk ankondama. Okay, na. So maximum number of characters 0 to 1499. Okay, na. Now while doing chunking, మీకు ఓవర్లాపింగ్ కూడా ఉంచుకోవాలమ్మా. ఓవర్లాపింగ్ కూడా కావాలన్నమాట. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్లాపింగ్ 100 characters. Why this overlapping? If you don't have overlapping, there will be semantic meaning will get lost. Semantic meaning will get lost between chunk 1 to chunk 2. Okay, now next chunk entama. So start variable 0. So length of text will be 5,000 characters. Now evanama start plus max characters. So end will be 1,500 characters. Kadama. So evananu 0 to 1,500 text will be stored in chunks variable. Okay, na. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఇంకో చంక్ కావాలి కదమ్మా. ఎండ్ ఎంత 1,500 అనుకోండి మైనస్ ఓవర్లాప్ కదమ్మా. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి 1,400. మళ్ళీ 1,400 నుంచి 1,500 క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఎంత 2,900 క్యారెక్టర్స్. సో దిస్ లూప్ విల్ కంటిన్యూ చంక్ బై చంక్ అమ్మా. ఓకేనా? కెన్ యూ రెస్పాండ్ అమ్మా? అండ్ టుమారో విల్ డిస్కస్ ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. ఓకేనా? సో ఆల్ ద చంక్స్ ఆర్ స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ ఎ వేరియబుల్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ చంక్స్ కదమ్మా, రిటర్నింగ్ చంక్స్. ఓకేనా? సి these chunks. So let us chunama prompt devnanu. You are a helpful assistant. Please give information related to data preparation and objectives. So I have given chunks also. Then evananama model.generate of prompt. So what are the responses you are getting? Responses ni print chestunanu. Okay nama? But it is giving wrong information also nama. Chudandi run cheste I will run it ama. Ye question adiganu nenu. Please listen carefully ama. Ikkada prompt chala jagrataga adagalama. Please, let us ask the prompt carefully. Give me information about data preparation step, objectives and activities. Okay, now. So, let me run, Amma. It is running, Amma. Star symbol means it is running. Okay, now. Yeah, see? Data preparation వచ్చింది చూడమ్మా. Data preparation only we got it కదమ్మా. So LLMs always gives sometimes they will do wrong answers also. ఏం క్వశ్చన్ అడిగానమ్మా నేను? Give me some information related data preparation and activities. అంతే కదమ్మా? Is it data preparation activities అమ్మా? ఓకేనా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Everyone respond. It has given answer as data pre-processing steps only as answer. Is it okay అమ్మా? Yeah. So this is what today's session amma. Now last 8 minutes is there. I will be spending for questions amma. All the people ask the questions. I will be responding with the answers amma. Later I will send all the programs in the WhatsApp group. Okay, now I'll send to Ramesh Naidu garu. Sir will send in the WhatsApp group. Okay, Kadama? So I will be happy if you have any questions, Amma. And tomorrow we will be rag, Amma. Okay, na. So I will wait for 8 minutes. Any students, if you have any questions, kindly respond, Amma. Please respond to me. All the people kindly respond, Amma. Problem statements will be released on the day, hackathon day. Okay, Nama. Before inauguration. Hackathon day will give you 4 to 5 hours time. That 5 hours is much more efficient, sufficient. Nama. Okay, na. Can you respond, Nama? Hello. The problem statements will be given on the hackathon day. Can you respond, Nama? Any more questions? The project will be implemented. Yeah. Is we have to use our tokens in our hackathon wisely? Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes, Amma. The answer is yes. Kindly respond, Amma. Any more questions from anyone? And any questions in today's topic? I will be stopping today's session. If no more questions, tomorrow we'll discuss about real-time applications with RAG. Okay, na retrieval, augmentation, and generation. Okay, na. So thank you very much for joining, Amma, and better practice well and do well in the hackathon time. Thank you very much.